Hello guys, this is going to be a quick guide on dragging creeps properly as a 4-position player.
Banana slam jam.
First we're going to do when you're playing from the Radiant side, and then we're going to do the Dire side. So when you're Radiant, there's something you have to understand. If you drag creeps, you obviously have to meet them right outside their tower, right about here. And once you drag creeps, the idea is that you would want to block small camp. And I'm going to show you what happens if you block small camp with the creeps. I block the small camp so they can't pull it. And if this guy's any good, what he's going to do is he's going to drag this creep camp into the wave right now. But my offlaner actually saves me by dragging the creeps away. If this guy was good, he would have dragged the big camp into the creeps here and stopped my pull altogether. But even though he didn't do that, I'm dragging to the next wave, and because I took time to block the small camp, I actually missed the next wave. So this is really bad. This is really bad that I did this, and I hadn't played 4 too many times on Radiant Offlane. So notice how if I block the small camp, it leaves the support on the opponent's side the ability to pull the large camp into the wave, which blocks my pull. And even if he doesn't do that, I'm late for the creep wave. So no, incorrect. And I'll show you me quickly learning my lesson after this game, right? So I'll show you that game where I messed up. Don't look at my game history, yikes. And then the next game I played 4 position. So next time, rinse and repeat. But instead of blocking the small camp, I actually drag and block the large camp, so he can't do exactly what I showed you he could have done last game. I block the large camp. Not only do I make it so he can't possibly do anything about this pull, but I also get the wave right here. Beauty. So that's exactly what a pull is supposed to look like, and it's that simple. Rinse and repeat every single game. When you are the Dire offlane, since it's really hard to drag in between Tier 1 and Tier 2 based on the geography of the map, it's actually better to block the small camp first, as you see I'm about to do here, because it's much more difficult to pull this into this creep wave, because if I saw him coming over, I would just take this route. Ideally, if the offlaner can, it's actually really good to block this camp too. And then you drag the creeps through the river right outside of your Tier 1 tower, setting up the lane equilibrium for your teammate. You drop them off outside a tower right here, and that's the proper way to pull for your team. Showed you on Radiant, showed you on Dire, showed you the no-no on Dire and why it's different on both sides. And the importance is that when the lane is unlaneable in the normal situation, which I've talked about in several videos at this point, I've even talked about, I made my angry rant the other day about when you're supposed to pull against Undying and why. A lot of the games you'll see I'm against Undying when you do this. But mainly, it's just when you lane the lane normally, it isn't good. And this is the way to set it up to make the lane not normal.